More than 24 million adults have limited mobility using canes, wheelchairs, or scooters. There's now an app that provides ratings and details about accessibility in hotels, restaurants, and other venues, so there are fewer surprises or lack of access for those who need to get around. Business reporter Aaron Pressman stopped by to introduce the app Ahoi. Aaron, thanks for being here. And what is so unique about Ahoi and what makes it different than other disability apps?
You know, we have this word accessibility and we have the symbol of the wheelchair that means a place is accessible. But it turns out for all those millions of people with the mobility disabilities, they have a lot of different situations. If you have a cane, it's different than if you have a wheelchair. And they need detailed information about a restaurant. Is there a steep ramp or a narrow ramp or a small step? You know, what is the bathroom like? And so the idea of Ahoi is to collect really detailed information about every venue that you might want to visit.
A solution typically comes from a problem manifesting. What was the genesis for Ahoi? Why did it come to the market?
So there's this interesting guy who I met, Jake Handel. He was a chef, he was working in Western Massachusetts, and he actually fell into a depression and he had a really serious drug problem. And he ended up in the hospital for a long time, and now he's out, but he's in a motorized scooter. So this is a guy who spent most of his life being able-bodied, and now he's in a motorized scooter, and suddenly he's seeing the world in a different way, and he's starting to notice all these accessibility challenges everywhere he wants to go.
And so in your article, you write that not only is he faced with these challenges, but he actually gets locked in a bathroom?
Right. So Jake, one of the things about Jake is his fine motor control is challenged. So you wouldn't, I probably never think of this, but in a bathroom stall, locking and unlocking the stall, some of them are easy to do, and some of them require, maybe two hands.
Or fine motor skills.
Yes, and so he got stuck in a bathroom over at a nightclub near the Boston Garden there, and that was where he and some of his friends, he has some friends who have a lot of experience with apps, started to get this idea.
So he's trapped in a bathroom. This is obviously embarrassing. This is obviously, a horrible thing to go through. But out of that horror comes hope, because the same people that kind of worked on the Drizzly app say, why isn't there something for people with disabilities?
That's exactly right. So Justin Robinson is one of the co-founders of Drizzly. He's since sold the company, so he's kind of doing his own thing. And he says to Jake, why can't there be an app for this where we get people to crowdsource all the information of accessibility for all the different places, put it in an app, and make it available?
Now, when you say crowdsource, for some of us that are tech challenged, what does crowdsource mean?
Crowdsource is sort of a fancy way of saying we're just going to ask people to input information. So the Ahoi app does not have a staff that goes around and rates accessibility and looks at places. They rely on the user base. You, me, anyone who uses it can put in a rating. So if you go to, I was just looking at the Union Oyster House rating, and then there's a little picture of how steep the step ramp is and what the bathroom is like. So they're collecting information from all the users.
Where can we get the app?
So the app is out on Google and iOS. You can get it in the App Store, AHOI. And they're concentrating on Boston right now. They're kind of in startup mode. They have over 1,000 places already rated in Boston, so I think they're doing well. But the idea is eventually to go nationwide or even worldwide with it.
With the app just right now being available in Boston, how can we rate its success?
Yeah, I think it's early days for the app. I think one thing is going to be, how are they getting more downloads and are they getting more reviews? I think one other thing that I think the audience should think about is a totally able-bodied person can download the app and put in ratings if they want. Even on Google Maps, Jake said to me once, everyone's posting pictures of the food at restaurants. He wishes they would post pictures of the bathroom so he can see if he could use the bathroom. So everyone can do their part to help improve accessibility information.
Definitely doing his part to keep us up to date on all that we need to know. Boston Globe business reporter Aaron Pressman, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.